whistle cuts the silence of the sand. Rode a man with whiskey in his trembling hand. Ghost town shadows under moon so pale, whispers in the dust, a sinister tale. Beneath the devil's deal, where the lost souls weep, lies a bed of secrets that the dark earth keeps. Burn out church, the cross stands frail and weak. Curse it all, the vows that the forsaken speak. He wore his sin like an old faded coat, traded his love for the lies that he wrote. A dusty bottle, an unmarked grave, a heart betrayed by the brave yet depraved. Beneath the devil's deal, in the silent screams, echoes of the past tear apart his dreams. Burning memories like the church's spire, kindled by a spark from a liar's fire. In the cold night, the desert speaks his name. Mirages of a man he used to claim. Face to face with the ghost in his own trail. A revelation written in betrayal. Beneath the devil's deal, where truths are unveiled, he faces down the storm that his heart held. With each thunder and heartbeat, he makes his stand, a revenant soul in no man's land. So listen close when the night wind wails of broken oaths and forsaken trails. For every man who dares to deal must walk the path beneath the devil's reel. Out in the shadow of a ghost town's glow, where the wind whispers secrets only dead men know. The midnight train moans a soulful dirge past forgotten graves on the sinner's verge. Whiskey bottle clutched in trembling hand, fate etched it deep in the cursed land. Buried in the midnight train, echoes of love, whispers of pain. Steel rails singing a haunted refrain. Lost souls riding through dust and rain. Once had a love pure as the desert sky, till betrayal left her in a church to die. The preacher man said, son, seek no revenge, but the whiskey sang of a darker pledge. Underneath that blood moon scornful light, I vowed she'd not be alone that night, buried in the midnight train. Each whistle a cry, each clack a chain, carrying sorrow, carrying blame. A heart full of dust, love's burning flame. Faced the devil in that howling gale. Ghosts in the fog, church bells rang, a silhouette danced where the lonely sang. Silent pistol, a flash in the dark, revenge found its mark, buried in the midnight train. Beneath starlit skies I lay my claim. Tracks to nowhere, forever my domain. In the heart of the desert I remain. This song captures the essence of a haunted western saga, weaving a narrative of love, betrayal and vengeance under the eerie light of a desert's cursed night.
In the shadow of a chapel where the cold winds moan lies a town too cursed to claim a name of its own. Whiskey bottles line the streets like candles for the dead, underneath the blood-red sky and the full moon's dread. Hear the prayer of whispers in the chapel's mournful halls, begging mercy from the ghosts that wander through its walls, where the vows of love were traded for a gunfighter's aim. Echoes of the past, they whisper vengeance in my name. Once a lover, now a specter in the dust and heat. Her memory haunts the silence of the empty cracked streets. A train whistle cuts the night like a scream across the plain, recalling fires that turn holy ground to ashes in the rain. Hear the prayer of whispers in the chapel's broken pews, each one a testament to choices that a man might choose. From the depths of shadowed love to the stark light of day, the whispers speak of a price that's yet to pay. By the light of a burning church, I saw her face again. In twisted flames found the truth. It was I who bore the sin. A whisper in the desolate, forgive it softly pleaded, but revenge, a thirsty blade, remained decidedly unheeded. So a prayer to whispers in the chapel under stars so cruel and bright, I'll lay down beside forgotten graves, disappear into the night. Let the desert claim its due, where the ghostly voices swell. In the silent dust I'll find my peace as the chapel bell knells. fades away in lands both cursed and swept, where whispered prayers meet the dawn and the old secrets kept.
Out of a window's vow. In a town too grim for dawn's early light, where the whiskey whispers secrets and the stars fear to tread, she stands by the doorway, a shadow in white, with vows made of venom and roses once red. Dust devils dance where the chapel once stood, and the train's lonesome whistle moans her grief to the cold. In the silvery gleam of that cursed silent wood lies the story of love, bought, betrayed, and resolved. A widow's heart, keep your ghostly vow, sworn over graves where the lost lovers lay. By the burnt church's bell, she's calling him now to the town that the maps and the good folks betray. Underneath that dead oak where they swore to be true lies a ring and a bullet, a story untold. He promised her stars but gave the night's cruel hue. Her bed now a ledger of debts cold as gold. Her groom found in darkness, his whispers like rust. In a barroom's cruel laughter, her fate turned to dust. Through a curtain of tears she watched love turn to lust. Now the prairie winds howl for the justice she trusts. Oh, widow's heart, curse your bitter vow, bound by the shadows where old lovers stray. By the burnt church's silence, she's haunting him now, in a ghost town where hope and the damned souls wait. Moon, she finds her old flame with a gun and a Bible. Her tears turn to wrath. In the silence between them, she whispers his name, a vow made in darkness, a straight vengeful path. A shot in the desert, a fall in the dust, an echo that carries through bones and through rust. The widow's lone vow takes its toll as it must. Love's ledger now settled, she turns from the past. Oh, widow's heart, rest your weary vow, leave the cursed lands where the cold spirits play. By the burnt church's shadow, peace finds her somehow, in a silent desert where old debts are paid. Heart of a ghost town where the shadows play, dust swirl like spirits over the decay, and no church bell rings, but there's no one to hear, just whispers of love that turn to fear. Whiskey bottle lies broken, a testament to the past. In the silence of the desert, a only the cursed outlast. Shadows and smoke under a blood-red sky, ghosts of what's gone in the blink of an eye. Whisper your secrets, but keep your sins close in the land of the lost. It's the shadows and smoke. There's a tale of a lover turned cold and betrayed by a kiss that was promised, then cruelly delayed. Her eyes like the night, her heart once aflame, now nothing but ashes, just a whisper of her name. Under the lantern light, with the train whistle's moan, she vanished into the night, into the unknown. Shadows and smoke where the old memories choke. Lost love's a dagger and revenge is a cloak. Speak now, a heartache and the promises broke, haunting the silence. It's shadows and smoke. In the flicker of the fire against a canyon wall, he faces his reflection, the greatest liar of them all. Forgotten graves are calling as the storm begins to rise. Tonight he'll end his running or meet his demise. Shadows and smoke, this is the outlaw's yoke, bound by the night where the true word spoke. From dust to dust, in these lands we're just folk, living and dying in shadows and smoke. In the echo of his footsteps, the desert holds its breath. Shadows and smoke, he'll dance his dance with death. In the shadow of the black sun, out where silence has a name, whiskey bottles laying empty in this ghost town wrapped in shame. Dust devils dance on broken dreams, train whistles moan their tune, while an outlaw counts his grass beneath a cursed and lonely moon. Echoes from the black sun where my darkest secrets lie, haunting me with visions of a love I can't deny. Revenge whispers on the wind in the canyons of my mind. Echoes from the black sun, always one step behind. There's a church out on the prairie where the fire took its claim, haunted by the past, is just a shell engulfed in flames. A lost love's like a ghost that haunts her memories, a grave buried underneath the sands of time, a heart that couldn't be saved. Echoes from the black sun where my darkest secrets lie, haunting me with visions of a love I can't deny. Revenge whispers on the wind in the canyons of my mind. Echoes from the black sun, always one step behind. In the mirror of the night, my reflection's growing cold, standing at the crossroads where the truth can be told. Betrayal's bitter taste on the tongue of a friend. Now I'm staring down the barrel where the story finds its end. the black sun, now I'm riding towards the dawn, with revenge laid by my side and the ghost forever gone. In the heart of silent deserts, I've made peace with what I've done. Underneath the black sun, where my soul has come undone. So listen to the echoes, let them lead you through the night. The black sun holds the stories of the darkness and the light.
Where the whiskey bottles lie buried in sand, echoes of train whistles die in cursed land. Dust devils dance where the chapel once burned, ghost of the past at each corner they turn. Gone with the cursed land under the blood-red sky, lost souls wander with a hollow cry. Where love was bloom, now only pain stands. Everything's gone, gone with the cursed land. In the town of whispers, promise was slain. Betrayal ran deep like the winter's cold rain. Her eyes like the desert, secrets untold, left me for dead in the silent vast cold. Gone with the cursed land under the moon's pale light. Dreams turn to dust, vanish into the night. Trust turned to ash, slip right through my hands. All that was left, gone with the curse of land. Stood by the forgotten graves, wind whispers sin. Ghost towns, heartbeats like echoes so grim. The gun in my hand weighed down by my fate. Revenge a bitter drink, served up too late. Gone with the cursed land to the end, I'll ride on trails of vengeance with shadows as my guide. There's no turning back, this blood on my hands, bound forever, gone with the cursed land. Under a sky painted with sorrow's bruise, a ghost town whispers under the moon's faint light. Dust devils dance where the church bells used to ring, and whiskey's my companion through the cold, unforgiving night. Footsteps echo across forgotten graves in this cursed land where only the lost are brave. Spin, spin, black sun waltz in shadows where lost lovers once danced. Burning past old regrets that haunt underneath the black sun where hope doesn't stand a chance. Her laughter was a melody, a sweet and haunting tune, now swallowed by the silence of this desolate expanse. Promises crumbled like the church consumed by fire. In the asher locket lies victim of our cursed romance. Train whistles moan a dirge across the barren plains, a sound that's now a lullaby for pain that still remains. Spin, spin, black sun walls and shadows where old memories twist and glance. Burning dreams, tender hearts that dawn underneath the black sun where spirits still enchant. At the crossroads stood the devil with a grin, offered me a vengeful path with whispers of the sin. But in the dust storm's wrath I saw her face again. In the eye of the storm my heart knew it was the end. So spin, spin, black sun walls in echoes of what used to be my heart's last dance. No more tears for this path I've sought. Underneath the black sun I embrace the darkness I once fought. In the haunted desert silence my revolver lays beside, with the black sun as my witness. It's here my demons abide.
Whispered in the shadows, down in the hollow where the cold winds moan. Dust devils dance and the tumbleweeds roam. There's a town just a shadow burned under the sun, where whiskey whispers and the slow rivers run. Old chapel bells ring out the past, echoes of souls in the night they amass. Whispers in the shadows, calling out my name. The ghosts of my past, playing their game. Revenge is a traveler on a road with no end. Lost love and betrayal around every bend. I once loved a girl as fierce as the storm, but she left with a stranger at the break of dawn. Under a blood moon by the old sycamore tree, we swore our love, but it wasn't to be. The preacher man said, son, save your soul. But I'm lost in this desert, cursed and cold. Whispers in the shadows, calling out my name. The ghosts of my past, sharpening their aim. Revenge is a traveler, chasing the wind. Lost love and betrayal, my cardinal sin. In the silent desert I face my fears. The voices get louder with each passing year. A reckoning's coming, like a train's lonesome whistle in the heart of the night, like the strike of a thistle. Whispers in the shadows, I can hear the call, frozen in time in the spectral thrall. This land of the lost, where I make my stand, holding on to ghosts in this cursed wasteland.
In the heart of a silent desert, beneath the black sun's glare, the winds whisper secrets in a tongue too raw to bear. My boots stir the dust of forgotten graves, past the churchyard's gates where the wild sage sails. I'm riding through the black sun, shadows on my trail, hunting ghosts of a life where I once failed. Whiskey's my companion, it dulls the inner pain, riding to forget her, the love I couldn't claim. The town sleeps like a widow, veiled in moonlit dread, haunted by the memories and the lies deceitfully spread. I recall her laughter echoing through the saloon, before betrayal's knife laid my heart in ruin. Riding through the black sun with vengeance burning bright, each mile a reminder of that cursed night. My revolver's cold comfort against the desert scorn, chasing the horizon where my fury was born. By the creek under the dead oak shade, I met my betrayer, not a moment too delayed. Words fell like gunshots, piercing the eerie calm. In the duel that followed, I read the last song. Now I'm riding through the black sun, a ghost in my own right, the outlaw of lost causes, a specter in the night. No more will love or vengeance steer my weary bones, under the black sun this cursed land atones.
This ballad resonates with the grit of a weathered soul's lament, embodying the spirit of a haunted desert odyssey.
Out where the dust whispers secrets to the dawn, stands a shadow of a man with a heart long gone. Whiskey stains the stories of the love he once knew, roaming through ghost towns under skies so cruel and blue. Echoes from the gunslinger, cries lost to the wind, a trail of broken vows and sins he can't rescind. Each shot that rang out left a soul light of a lantern, he recalls her face. In a burning church embrace, they found their grace. But a brother's betrayal, like a serpent's hiss, left him cold and wandering in a cursed abyss. Echoes from the gunslinger, shadows in the sun, haunted by the ghosts of what he's done. Every empty bottle, a memoir of pain, drenched in the sorrow of a desert's rain. Silver gleam of a merciless moon, he faces down his past in the desolate saloon. The truth hits harder than the bullets he's dodged, alone with the silence of man forever lost. Echoes of the gunslinger dirge in the sands, a life spent grasping bloody hands. Now he rides to the horizon where his demons dwell, in the echoes of his heart, a never-ending knell. So listen close when the train whistle wails, past forgotten graves where justice fails. For every story ends, but his legend stays, a gunslinger's echo lost in the haze. In the town where shadows stretch, the sun paints all in black. An old saloon stands bent beneath a sky so densely packed. Dust swirls like the memories that haunt the streets at night. Whiskey bottles lay bearing tales of every desperate fight. Under the black sun, where our sins lie bare, echoes of gunshots hang stale in the air. Revenge, a dark whisper, drifts over the lands where love and betrayal slip right through my hands. She was the fire in a town so cold and spent, her grace a church's bell that rang through my descent. But love had turned to ashes in a tale too oft retold. She left with a stranger, his pockets lined with my gold. Under the black sun, where vows break like bread, whispers of what was circle round my head. Her ghost in every shadow, her scent in the wind's wail, in the heart of the desert. My of silent deserts keeps no alibi. On this cursed ground, I lay my revenge to rest. Under the black sun, I confess.
Out in the silence, under a ghost town moon, whiskey bottles lay preaching beside the saloon. A dusty wind cries through streets that forgot their names, where I dance my pains on the tracks of the midnight train. Oh, I'm dancing with the midnight train, its wheels singing sorrow, calling out my name. In its haunting echo, I find my pain. Under the starless sky, I'm dancing with the midnight train. The chapel bells rang once in a fire's embrace, a lover's vow gone as smoke in a cold heart's trace. She left with a veil of shadow, my love turned to disdain. Now every night to that whistle I stake my claim. Oh, I'm dancing with the midnight train, tracks wet with the weeping of old unending rain. Her ghost in the gusts through the window pane. With each whistle blow, my resolve unwinds again. There in the whistle, the echoes of my sin, the deeds at night, the fire, the fight, the gin. A reckoning's due, the past rides fierce and fast. What's lost is lost, what's done, it's meant to last. So I'm dancing with the midnight train, bearing scars too deep in love's relentless pain. Here amongst the ruins where spirits remain, I dance alone, the outlaw the night can't contain. Yes, I'm dancing forever with the midnight train. Out where the train whistles cut through the night, amongst ghost towns and graves, forgotten type,
A dusty bottle stands half empty, poison grace, beside a tattered gown of old weary lace. The moon casts shadows, long and thin, on silent churches where sin sleep within. Oh, we dance the ashes and lace waltz, sweet and slow, under stars that no longer dare to glow. Her whispers in the dark like a serpent's hiss in this ghostly ballroom, sealed with a traitor's kiss. She was sunlight slicing through my cursed land, a beauty fierce with a tempest in her hand. But the devil's in the dust storm, spinning tales of deceit. Her heart was a bounty and I too blind to retreat. Whiskey told truths that daylight dared to hide, in the echo of our love, a specter bright. Yes, we danced the ashes and lace waltz, lost in low past shadows that the burning church did throw. Her laughter once a melody, now cold sharp twist in this desolate waltz by betrayal kissed. The mirror cracked a silver faded black. I saw her ghost in the lace, no turning back. With each step the floorboards creak with blame, in the dance hall of shadows I called her name. So I danced the ashes and lace waltz, alone and stark, with the phantom in my arms in the desert dark. Revenge, a bitter trail from the lies we spun in the haunted night under a blood-red sun. This heart worn down by a waltz so vile, yet I spin, step and sway, caught in her ghostly smile. On the edge of dust, in a ghost town's embrace, where the shadows stretch and the coyotes howl. An old church burns, the steeple lost in space. Whiskey bottle clinks in the hand of the fowl. A lone whistle rides the wind from a distant train. Echoes carry tales of what I used to be. Gone with the outlaw heart beneath the cursing moon's light, hunting the horizon where my demons hide in plain sight. Love's a forgotten grave, sworn by blood to never part. Tonight my soul's the price I pay. Gone with the outlaw heart. Knows her secrets, keeps them close. Dust storms roar like the anger in my veins. She was the oasis, my reprieve, my dose. Her betrayal, a noose woven from love's own chains. Silent deserts witnessed our vows crumble to dust. Her whisper, a serpent's left me broken, a shell of rust. Gone with the outlaw heart, chased by the shadows dark, running from the past where sorrow's etched its art. Love's a haunted tale in this land harsh and stark. Tonight I ride through hell, gone with the outlaw. smoke will be my host. Revenge, a bitter part. Gone with the outlaw heart. With each beat I depart from the man I once was to fulfill destiny's chart. This journey ends where it did start, in the silence of the desert. Gone with the outlaw heart. The shadow of the valley where the sun forgets to shine lies a town too grim to name, past the dusty devil's spine. Whiskey bottles lay as markers for the souls who lost their way. Each step echoes in the silence of the streets they used to sway. Oh, the wind cries out the stories, forgotten desperate fates of love lost and hearts betrayed under heavy western gates. Hear the train whistle morning across the barren lands, ghost town secrets buried deep in the cursed desert sand. Underneath that moonlit blanket, there's a church with scorched old pews, where I swore my undying love, and where I learned I was born to lose. There my darling met a stranger with a heart colder than his gun. Promised her a brighter morrow, left me here when all was done. Oh, the wind cries out the stories, worn like leather cut so deep, of betrayal and cold revenge in a town too lost to weep. Hear the train whistle crying like the ghost that knows my pain, in the echoes from the ghost town under skies that promise rain. Of desperation, I faced the man who stole her heart. In the quiet of the ghost town, we stood 10 paces apart. Smoke and thunder broke the silence, only one of us would leave, bound forever to the ghost town, with a sleeve that's set to grieve. Now the wind still shares my story, and the whiskey dulls the ache of a gunslinger bound by sorrow, and the vengeance he did take. Hear the train whistle fading like the past I can't outrun, echoes from the ghost town till my days are finally done. In the whispering desert breezes where the spirits never rest, I wander through forgotten graves. In the west I love the best. Bleeds into rusty dusk. Crickets sing the prelude to the night's cold hush. Oh,
old leather whispers tales from boots caked in crust. The lone shadow walks the line between the righteous and unjust. Whispers in the dusty boots riding through the gloom. Echoes of a love betrayed beneath the blood-red moon. Every step a story buried, every star a tune. Whispers in the dusty boots sing the outlaw's rune. These boots have wandered through ghost town, silent as the grave, past whiskey bottles and cards laid out by the brave. In the whispering wind they speak of a path I once paved, through cursed lands and past churches we burned but couldn't save. Whispers in the dusty boots, shadows on the run, haunted by the melody of bullets in my gun. Dust storms stirred by sins that can never be undone. Whispers in the dusty boots, faded morning sun. Underneath that old willow, where secrets lie deep, the echoes of her laughter and the promises we keep. Now it's just her ghost and the company I reap. In the quiet of the desert, the past is never asleep. Whispers in the dusty boots carry me to the end, where memories twist the hearts they will never mend. A trail of redemption or a curse I just pretend. Whispers in the dusty boots, forever my condemned. So here I walk with dust chill as my only friend. These boots will carry whispers till the stars themselves descend.
In the shadow of the broken steeples cross, where the wind whispers through the pine's soft sigh, there lies a town lost beneath time's cruel gloss, engulfed by sands under cursed sky. A preacher lived with a secret so dark, whiskey bottle whispered it to the night, by the light of a lone flickering spark in a world devoid of righteous light. Oh, the silence of the desert holds his tale, haunted by a love that cannot prevail. Ghost trains cry beneath the moon's pale veil, lament for the preacher's secret, a wretched wail. On Sunday, loving graces cleans, while his heart hid her picture worn and frayed. In the vestige of his broken dreams lies the love he betrayed and the price he paid. A dusty Bible, a revolver cold, her locket buried in an unmarked grave. His whispered prayers, they never grew old, for a soul too far gone to ever save. The silence of the desert knows his shame, burning like the old church he set aflame. Ghost towns keep secrets never
preacher's secret, his eternal blessing. Down in the valley where the dead church lies, the preacher found his knees, and there he cried, confronting ghosts of the past under stormy skies. He begged for forgiveness as part of him died. So listen to the wind, hear the desert's breath, echoing a tale of love, betrayal, and death. The preacher's secret walks a spectral wraith in silent deserts of sorrow. He finds no rest. Lament for the preacher's secret, and whispers confess.
Riding through the dusty boots, a saddle-worn stars mourn above a ghost town decay. Riding through the dusty boots where my heart once lay. Faded tracks, whiskey on my breath, spirit sway. Desert moon cast shadows on the graves that betray. Oh, I ride through the cursed land seeking my dues, past burning churches, the echoes of old bitter feuds. My guns, my promise, my horse, my relentless guide. Through the silent desert in the dust we confide. Once loved a maiden hair like the night eyes a rebel's fire. Left me for gold, for a thief stoked my rage higher. A train whistle moans through the cold like a choir. In a burning heart, revenge outburns any pyre. Oh, I ride seeking shadows of a love that's lost, through dust storms where my dreams were double crossed. My guns, my solace, my horse, my steadfast pride. Among forgotten graves our secrets we confide. In a dead town's church I found them love unkind. Gunshot hymns rang redemption in each round I signed. A specter of her kiss, betrayal's cruel reminder, left them lying part of the dust now behind her. So I ride through the dusty boots along ghosts, past ruins of my sins to haunted coasts. My guns now silent, my heart's the heavy guide through cursed land. the valley where the sun forgets to shine lies a town too scared to whisper, crossing over fate's fine line. Dust devils dance on broken streets, wind sings the chapel's sins. Every step on this cursed land, a sorrowful waltz begins. Beneath the ghostly moonlight, they waltz those lost before their time, with whiskey, tears, and heartache, to a tune that speaks of crime. The stars are dim, the night is thick, a dance of despair and chance. In the cursed land, they waltz in their endless spectral trance. There once was love neath these ochre skies, now just shadows remain. The promises made by lying lips brought nothing but pain. A train's lone whistle mourns the dead, past dreams that can't be saved. Among the ashes of the church lie secrets dark and grave. Beneath the ghostly moonlight, they waltz those lost before their time, with whiskey, tears, and heartache, to a tune that speaks of crime. The stars are dim, the night is thick, a dance of despair and chance. In the cursed land, they waltz in their endless spectral trance. Oh, the tales this dust could tell, if only dust could speak. Of the gunshots in the night, the strong preying on the weak. My heart once full of vengeance, now just echoes with regret, dancing with the ghost of those I'm trying to forget. Beneath the ghostly moonlight, I waltz alone, my fate resigned, stepping through my past mistakes, leaving hope and fear behind. The stars now watch in silence as I embrace this cursed dance, in the land that haunts my dreams, where I had my last chance. In this cursed land, I waltz with my ghost, my love, my stand.